It's election season on Inside COD. We get you up to speed on everything you need to know for the upcoming general elections. The college community will pay tribute to the men and women who serve our country at the 10th Annual Veterans Day program. We talk with Jose Alferez from the Veterans Office about these celebrations. Do you want to try something new and adventurous? We dive into Ifly in Naperville for an experience like no other. And we have another great giveaway. All that and much more coming up right now. Hello and welcome to this episode of Inside COD. I'm your host, Nick Petrillo.
And I'm Alex Bruzek. The general election is on November 8th. Do you know who you're voting for? Joining us now to get a better understanding of the issues is Bill Enright, Adjunct Professor of Political Science at the college. Thanks for joining us, Bill.
You bet.
What can you tell us a little bit about the candidates running for the president this year?
Well, I think everybody already knows about Trump and Clinton. The ones that are maybe going to throw a wrench into everything are Johnson and the Libertarian Party and Stein in the Green Party, because they could really have an impact on what happens in the Electoral College.
And can you tell us a little more about the Illinois Senate race between Tammy Duckworth and Mark Kirk?
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. A lot of it seems to be coming down on health. What's going on with their health? And Mark Kirk, as a lot of people know, had a stroke a few years ago, and so a lot of people are concerned about whether or not he's the best person to represent the state of Illinois in the U.S. Senate based on health concerns.
Let's talk about some lesser talked about elections coming up. What can you tell us about the 8th Congressional District here in Illinois?
Yeah, the 8th is DeCiani versus Raja Krishnamurthy. It's a tough one to pronounce, and so everybody just calls him Raja. But Tammy Duckworth held that seat previously, and now it looks like, at least the polling that I've seen, it looks like Raja is looking pretty good to get that seat back. But you never know. Things can easily change in an election.
And what other elections should we be following?
Well, in the state representative race where Heidi Holen is going against Deb Conroy, that's a seat that's in DuPage County that Deb Conroy is a Democrat and holds a seat that the Republicans want to try to get back. And then also within that same district is the U.S. Senate seat where Seth Lewis is running against Cullerton, and that one's also very close. And again, Cullerton, the Democrat, who's holding a seat in DuPage County that the Republicans want to get back.
Thanks for joining us, Bill. I think we have a much better understanding of these elections now.
You're welcome.
And remember, for all the latest college news and events, log on to the Courier at codcourier.org.
And coming up next, I'm going to find out what the college has planned for Veterans Day.
And later, we have a great giveaway for this month. But first, here's a look at your COD calendar of events.
Showcasing dance works by COD dance faculty and students. The Fall Dance Fusion takes place November 4th in the Belushi Performance Hall at 7:30 p.m. Tickets for the show are $5 a student and $10 general admission. A Christmas Carol returns to the MAC for its 15th season, a lavish production with more than 50 members including local actors and children. The production runs from November 25th to the 27th in the Belushi Performance Hall. For tickets and showtimes, visit atthemac.org. And on Saturday, December 3rd, the Chaparrals football team is hosting the inaugural Red Grange Bowl, benefiting the Ronald McDonald House. Gates open at 10:30 a.m. and tickets are $10.
In recognition of Veterans Day, the college will host the 10th Annual Veterans Day program on Friday, November 11th. Joining us now is Jose Alferez, Manager of Veteran Services here at the college. Thanks for joining us, Jose.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Tell us a little bit about the events that are planned for Veterans Day.
So we have quite a few things going on the week of November 11th. We're kicking off the week with a week-long celebration in which we'll have actually community members and staff members helping us to beautify the campus. And we're going to be doing that by placing yellow ribbons across campus, in particular the signs that line the perimeter of the school. And the yellow ribbon traditionally was there to recognize those vets that were forward deployed, so we want to go ahead and recognize them that way.
What should those who want to attend the event, what do they need to know? When should they show up, things like that?
Yeah, so we have a couple things going on throughout the week that people have the opportunity to attend. So the Yellow Ribbons is one volunteer opportunity where people can come out, give us 20 minutes of their time to help us out with those ribbons. But then we'll also have a film series all week. So we're going to be displaying a movie from 2 to 3 o'clock every day in the Culinary and Hospitality Center, room 1020. And we'll be playing movies that are dealing with issues that veterans are dealing with at the moment, and also those that are currently serving. So again, an hour of their time to come watch a movie, participate in some discussion about some of these topics throughout the week. And then on the actual 11th of November, which is Veterans Day, is when we kick off the actual ceremony. So starting at 10:30, if people want to come by the Student Services Center atrium, they can come out and listen to a medley from a few students from the music department here. And those students will kick us right into the actual ceremony itself. We have a color guard coming out to post the colors from East Aurora High School, and actually from their Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps program that have helped us out in the past, so they do a great job. And then the ceremony goes from approximately 11 o'clock to about 11:30. We'll have Dr. Rondeau, our president, come out and speak as well as her first Veterans Day here on campus. And then at 11:30 we have the read-in, and the read-in is this is actually the 10th year anniversary for the read-in, led by English professors Bob Hazard and Franz Bernier, and they're going to be doing that from 11:30 to approximately 1 o'clock. So if students or community members want to come out and participate in that, they can certainly do so. And then the last thing that we'll be doing throughout the week is we're also going to have a Operation Supply Drop care package collection drive. So traditionally what you hear about is organizations collecting supplies like baby wipes and cans of tuna and that sort of thing for troops that are forward deployed, which are great resources for those guys and gals that are out there. But this organization actually collects things like video games, video game consoles, keyboards, laptops, that sort of thing, that they then send to those troops that are either deployed or are recovering from injuries in hospitals across the world. So it's a great organization. We really want to spend the entire week doing a drive for them as well.
What makes this week and this event so special?
Well, besides the fact that traditionally Veterans Day has been something that sort of has an ebb and flow in terms of recognition, right? But right now, I think there's a lot of support for our military, and rightly so. About 1% of our population in this country serves in the military. So we want to take this day to really recognize those that have served and that continue to serve our country.
Awesome. Well, thanks for being here, Jose. We really appreciate all the information. If you'd like more information on veteran services, please visit their website or call 630-942-3814. And coming up next, we go airborne at Ifly in Naperville. And later, we have a great giveaway for one lucky viewer. But first, here's a look at your community calendar.
Cantini will be hosting its annual 5K run walk on Saturday, November 5th. The event will kick off at 9 a.m. as racers run throughout Cantini's grounds. The price for entry is $25, which includes a race shirt. All proceeds go to the Midwest Shelter for Homeless Veterans. For more information, visit their website at www.cantini.org. Thanksgiving Day is a day for celebrating family, so why not take advantage of the Morton Arboretum Free Day, starting at 7 a.m. on November the 24th. It's a great way to enjoy nature and burn off those extra calories from the meal. Gamers are welcome to this year's WolfCon, starting on November 25th to the 27th. This is one event not to miss, featuring video and board games as well as vendors and miniatures.
It's a bird, it's a plane, it's us. We take you into the exciting world of skydiving at Ifly in Naperville.
Ifly is an indoor vertical wind tunnel where we recreate the real experience of free fall skydiving and make it a real life experience for everybody to enjoy. We opened our first tunnel in 1998 in Orlando, and since then we've grown to over 50 tunnels worldwide. So there's 4 large fans that are located at the top of the wind tunnel that blow out and come down underneath, and that way it's a recirculating air where the guest floats on a column of air just like they would with free fall skydiving.
So my role in there is kind of just to keep the flyers safe. I take them through a class, teach them how to fly, and then we'll get in there and I'm kind of just their guide to keep them safe and teach them the basics of flying. Someone's first time in there, it might be a little bit rough. It's a new experience, a lot to take in at once. So there might be a little bit of flailing and kicking, but within a minute or two we get them calmed down, evened out, and then everyone flies great. With that speed of wind, it's a whole new world in that tunnel. So you have to learn how to rewalk, fly, instruct, all that stuff is new.
We start flying guests as young as 3. So our age groups are 3 to 103, and the reason it's 103, that's our oldest flyer in our Orlando tunnel. And one of the things about this is that anybody of any ability can fly. So anybody that is cognitively challenged, sensory challenged, or physically challenged can do this. We have guests that may have, missing limbs that are able to fly. So it's the one sport that everybody can fly.
This is my first time here, and I'm really super excited. I brought the kids out with me because I love Allen Force, and I love what they do for the community, and especially the veterans. But when they said this particular event, I was so excited because it's always something I wanted to do. So for me, just hanging around, talking to different veterans, and getting to know more about what the organization does is really unique for me. So I would have to say that it's probably both fun and therapeutic because it gets your mind off of the troubles and you're just up in the air just floating freely. So it's actually a good time to just relax and be free.
Yeah, I mean, it's a unique experience. You can't go anywhere else to do what we do here.
For more information about Ifly, log on to their website at iflyworld.com or call 779-456-4359. Ifly was kind enough to donate this month's giveaway. Before we show the prizes that a lucky viewer will receive, let's go over the rules. It's pretty simple. Go to our Facebook page, Courier TV, and like the November edition of Inside COD in our feed. Now remember, it's the November edition, and you have until Tuesday, November 29th at noon to like the episode. This month, Ifly has donated a gift card for one lucky viewer. Remember to visit our Facebook page at Courier TV, like the November edition of Inside COD in our feed, and you'll have a chance to win a gift card by November 29th. And thanks again for joining us on this month's edition of Inside COD. We'll see you back here in December.